A good number of artists are taking their own songs and turning them into COVID-19 parody songs. Are there any that you're really enjoying? We've got a couple to share coming up. It's Thursday, March 26th, and this is the current music news. Hey, I'm Jade.
And I'm Jay. Today we're talking about some new music that's been dropping. We've been talking about how some artists are pushing back their albums because touring cycles are disrupted, everything is kind of in disarray, but other artists are taking the opportunity to share some music that they might not have otherwise shared because people are home looking for some new tunes, maybe looking for something a little bit different. 9 Inch Nails have surprise released 23 new instrumental tracks as a free download. Describing the release, which is parts 5 and 6, or V and VI, of the band's ongoing Ghosts series, Trent Reznor tweeted, "Some of it kinda happy, some of it not so much. Seems about right." The band's last proper album was 2013's Hesitation Marks, although they've dropped 3 EPs since, as Trent Reznor continues to keep busy, scoring movies and TV shows like HBO's Watchmen.
And there are other artists that are creating new music that's a bit more pointed. Ben Gibbard, who's been doing these daily live from the studios, calling them live from home sessions, and he created a song that's called Life Under Quarantine.
The streets are empty, the bars and cafes too. The streetlights only changing, 'cause they ain't got nothing better to do.
Seems quite appropriate. And then there are other artists that are maybe going a little bit bonkers with this whole stay-at-home thing, because Kesha put out this song about her possible boyfriend, Nicolas Cage. It's about a minute, and it just name drops a bunch of his movies. So there's that.
No. Freak out! You think you're famous? Don't touch my snake skin. I got a dinosaur head hanging in my basement. I'm on vacation, leaving Las Vegas. Request my presence, here's the number, call my agent.
Kesha and Nick Cage, is that really possibly a thing?
They have been appearing together in places, so not to go all gossipy, but yeah, maybe that's why she wrote the song.
While much more will be needed, financial help for hurting artists is beginning to arrive. Spotify is matching donations to music relief funds up to $10 million made through a special website that's established. Industry giants, including Amazon Music, YouTube, and Tidal, are also part of what's being described as a generous donation via the Grammys charity MusiCares. And how about that federal relief bill? Well, the package passed by the U.S. Senate on Wednesday totals $2 trillion. How could that impact the music industry? Part of the bill is a provision that allows self-employed musicians, songwriters, and music support crew to apply for relief grants and loans if, that is, they make less than $100,000 annually. And that's the result of direct lobbying by music industry groups who wanted to make sure that the bill included supports and protections for people in the music world who can't apply for conventional unemployment because they're self-employed. Bart Herbison, who's the executive director of the Nashville Songwriters Association International, tells Rolling Stone, "Here's what this boils down to. They're going to be eligible for loans and grants and possibly forgiveness of those loans if they can't make up the income at the end of the year. The U.S. House of Representatives will take up the bill on Friday."
And it's not just the federal government and these big businesses, but big artists are actually lending out a helping hand. We saw this pretty quickly with Lil Nas X asking people for their Cash App numbers or accounts, and he would try and throw them a little something. But now there's more musicians who are jumping on. Taylor Swift, she's got her Swiftie stimulus, where she is giving money back to fans of hers when they tell her about their dire straits. And Ariana Grande, she's kind of been doing this on the down low. She's been kind of quietly Venmoing some of her fans money, again, if it seems like they're in a pretty dire situation. And additionally, the late Beatle, George Harrison, his foundation, the Material World Foundation, is donating $500,000 to COVID-19 relief funds. And in fact, George Harrison's son, Danny, has decided that he wants to be a part of this as well, but do something maybe a little bit different. So he's asking fans to share their inner light moment, and he shared one of his own.
Without going out of my door, I can know all things on earth. Without looking out of my window, I can know the ways of heaven.
I love that video of him playing the bowl with the
Very
tea
calming.
steaming.
Yeah.
Very on brand for the Harrison family. And that's today's music news. We'll be back next time with another update. You can like and follow us to be sure to catch it. And in the meantime, listen to The Current on the radio, our web stream, our app, or your smart speaker. Also, click in the comments to let us know what music stories are meaningful to you right now. So, those parody songs you were talking about, Jade.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, this one seems like it was probably inevitable that someone would do it. So the Knack got ahead of it and said, we're going to take care of this one ourselves. So if you know the Knack for one song, you know them for My Sharona, Reality Bites, iconic. And so that chorus and title does rhyme with by Corona, as has been demonstrated now in a video released by lead guitarist Burton Avere and bassist Prescott Niles. The Knack's singer Doug Feger died in 2010, but his surviving bandmates Burton Avere, lead guitarist, and bassist Prescott Niles decided to bang out By Corona in a video that demonstrates that Burton Avere can still shred and that he's making sure to disinfect his fretboard. We'll leave you with this one today.